Just drop that ass, bitch. It's Open Micers in the house. Pop that pussy with that Open Micers logo in your mouth. Jason with his bald ass head. Jacob looking in bed. It's Open Micers, bitch. Heard what I said. Drop that ass. Open Micers in the house. Drop that ass, pop that pussy. Open Micers in the house. Open Micers in the house. Open Micers is a mouse. Drop that ass, pop that pussy. Open Micers in the house. The mic is now open.
That's right. The mic is now open. My name is Jason Robbins.
I'm Jacob Craig. I'm eating tenders off the floor. This is what happens when we do our podcast at like 1 PM instead of 6 at night. Is you catch me eating Zaxby's and I drop it on the floor, and I'm still gonna eat it because Zaxby's is expensive. This is a $12 fucking meal, and I'm not gonna waste one of these little ass chicken tenders that Zaxby's be passing off. They're like they're big chicken nuggets.
Nothing like a little floor spice to make your food better.
Just a little bit of hair, that's all.
So do you want to? You want to introduce our guest for this episode, there, Jacob?
Yeah, dude. I'm really excited that we got this guy back on for an extra episode. He is built for our Patreon because what we like to do is we like to bring on some of our favorite returning guests to these Headlinerz episodes. And this is probably mine and Jason's favorite local comedian, and definitely one of our favorite people to just fuck around with on the podcast. He is a man of many names. Okay, he is the Mobile Phantom. He is Bill Randy. He is Bill Sandy. He is William Wayward. He is William Crab. And now we finally get some clarity on who this man is. It's William Kalifeh. How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. How are y'all?
Good, man. It's weird that your like God-given name is weirder than your stage names.
Is it weird?
Well, it's weird because you're white as fuck, but your last name is Kalifeh.
Look at this. That's a Arabic looking. I feel like.
We just had this conversation on the last episode, Jacob, about making fun of people with stage names, and our favorite comedian has had like 8 different stage names.
But this is different because it fits. Because William's comedy, the stage name's part of the fucking comedy, I think.
Oh, I haven't done it for a while now. Yeah. I've lost that side of, I guess, what made me special.
This makes you special too, because you're like half Peru, half what are you half of again?
I'm 25% Lebanese.
Lebanese.
Yeah,
that's right. You should write some jokes about that.
And it sounds worse to say you're Syrian. Does it? Because we don't know if I'm Lebanese or Syrian because they're like the same place and they've taken over each other a bunch of times.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to define that.
You should make a joke about that, and like you should be able to say whatever the slur for Syrians is.
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
Well, here's what you should do. You should watch the news, and whenever they're fighting one another, the Lebanon and Syria, whenever they're fighting, whichever one you feel deep down you're more on the side with, that's what you are.
But yeah, I've always been, I think one of the reasons why I did it too was because I feel like my last name's been like aped by like Mia Khalifa, Wiz Khalifa. And so now I feel like I'd be like copying them and they'd think my real name is a stage name like theirs is.
That's true. That is true. They don't use their real names.
Wait, does Mia Khalifa use her real name?
Who knows?
She can't. Hold on, let's Google this. Because there's no way that the two of them are, using.
It is crazy to just be a porn star and just use your actual name. Like, I don't think that's common. I don't know.
Oh, bro, she's fucking insane. Her name is Mia Khalifa. That's just her fucking name. And Wiz Khalifa, his real name is Cameron Jabril Thomas. So he's a fucking poser. You're entitled to Kalifeh because it is your name.
Yeah. It's Kalifeh, technically, which is going to be like, think about that. Like, how do you even like You just constantly be correcting people. No.
Yeah.
I, I I feel like the name doesn't read well in print either.
True. And if I read that name and you came to the stage, I'd be like, look at this fucking hack, like using the fucking porn star's last name.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't it yeah.
Just the whitest guy of all time.
Maybe I should go back to using a stage name.
Maybe you should. Maybe we should brainstorm a new stage name for you to use on the podcast.
No, you should just combine Mia and Wiz and be me Wiz Khalifa. That's your new
Oh.
name.
Ooh.
Dude, that's horrible. We a Khalifa. But I mean, you've gone by. My favorite that you've gone by is Bill Randy, because that's what you were when I met you. You were Bill Randy.
Mm.
And then I heard, and like this is just very early on in your mythos, I heard that you started going by Bill Sandy instead. And I'm like, whoa, okay, that's weird to just change one letter. And then you change it like 5 more times. It's like, okay, this is a bit. This is this guy's fucking bit. It's
I don't
hilarious.
know.
It's a good bit.
Maybe, yeah. It was never a bit. I just I just like couldn't figure out what I wanted.
I think William Wayward was the worst one, and Bill Randy was the best.
I introduced that one on the podcast. I thought of it that day and was like,
yeah, oh, you did.
maybe
You
that's
did.
it. Maybe this is it.
It was the worst one.
I have really, really bad instincts, like half the time.
Yeah. I've noticed that because like no, seriously, because you'll do a set or whatever. And first of all, you'll be like, I bombed. And I'm like, no, you didn't. You fucking killed. You have no clue what just happened in the room. And then like your best jokes, you're like, I'm not going to do that joke. I don't like that joke. Like
I
the
think,
fucking tiger bit, like we were talking about.
yeah, yeah. And it's true. It's just like, you just gotta keep doing them because I don't know. I've been trying to like actually get together a real set for the first time. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
been tough.
Which
You know what?
if you've never seen William do comedy, like you would hear that and think that's wild that this guy's just now putting together a set. But he's been killing just with his like shtick for so long that he didn't need to figure out a set.
I mean, that's nice to hear. I've been pretty down on myself recently.
Why, dude?
I've been feeling like everybody else is so much more suited with just like everybody has like a distinct look. And I feel like I look like a blob. They have a distinct look and voice that's like memorable. And I feel like I just don't have the presence.
Dude, you have that.
Yeah, you do.
You have a distinct voice, and when you're on stage holding that clipboard doing your thing, that's fucking memorable. Like you literally have the thing you just said you don't have. You have it more than most other comics in Mobile. What are you talking about?
I lost that clipboard. It was stolen from me in Hawaii
Who stole your
by a
clipboard?
homeless person.
Did you call Hawaii 50?
Yes.
Did they get it back?
Here's what I'm
No,
saying.
they found my moped, but not my stuff in it.
Oh,
You need to just do like there was a Seinfeld episode where George just started doing the exact opposite of whatever his natural like first instinct was. So he started doing the exact opposite and everything started working out for him. That's what you needed to do. Whatever your natural instinct for something is, do the exact opposite.
That might be the greatest advice I've ever received. Like, I've never thought about that, and I'm about to start being confident. I'm about to start posting things online. I'm about to start speaking my mind. Wait. But
And when it works and you become rich and famous, don't forget me.
bro, I wouldn't forget you if I was on crack and homeless. But did I interrupt the show?
no,
No.
you didn't. But also buy another clipboard. What are you doing?
Yeah, they're like 50 cents.
Um, I I've been trying to do like actual stand-up where I don't read stuff. You know what
But
I mean? Like
that
everybody
is
else.
gay. Just do the clipboard. Just do the clipboard, dude. No one else is doing the clipboard. It fucking works
It
so well.
works for you because it's such a visual. It's a visual thing. It's like you said. It's like that's the memorable thing about you is you
Yeah,
go up
it's
there with that
different.
clipboard and you're flipping through and you're like laughing to yourself and you're like, nah, I'm not doing that. And it's like it's funny.
It's the best fucking act because you're right. Like you don't have the presence to like stand up there without the clipboard and like deliver a thought out story or anything like that. You have the presence of like doing a well written joke, of like having the stage presence of almost like being awkward to the point where the audience feels awkward and starts laughing. Like, and the clipboard's like a fucking like bit in itself, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I have no idea. I'll try it out again. Um,
I'm gonna
I
bring
just
you a
I just like
clipboard.
trying new things too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I feel like I feel like you gotta like go down a couple avenues before you decide on one.
you
Yeah.
definitely should. Yeah, there's definitely nothing wrong with playing with your comedic style. But I am gonna buy you a clipboard, whether or not you decide to use it. That's up to you. But I am going to give you a clipboard. Uh, but we're gonna go ahead and dive into some headlines here, guys.
All right, let's do it.
I got the first one pulled up here, William. I'm gonna read this out a little bit, and we're just gonna give our honest thoughts on it. So this first headline comes from complex.com. Benzino criticized for referencing daughter Coi Lerais' virginity to defend his support of R. Kelly. Holy shit. If you don't know who Benzino is, he's like a hack rapper that was like battling Eminem for a little while. So the conflict between Benzino and his daughter Coi Leray may have deepened after his recent response to her criticism of his support for R. Kelly. During an interview, Benzino reacted to his daughter recently telling fans that she wanted nothing to do with him. Coy stated on Twitter that she separated herself from her father in response to his comments in support of R. Kelly. She said, I want everybody to know I want nothing to do with anything my father has going on. Let's scroll down a little bit to see. All right, here's what Benzino said. She made a comment about the R. Kelly situation and said that she doesn't want to have anything to do with me because of R. Kelly's thing. But then 4 months ago, she was on the Math Hoffa show. He asked her, "Hey, when did you lose your virginity?" She said 14. Okay. This is wild, dude. This guy's defending a pedophile by being like, my daughter lost her virginity when she was 14.
Why?
Why? Yeah, I was
I
supposed to say
don't know.
why.
I don't fucking know. Like, and Coi Leray has like an actual career going for herself, and Benzino like never had a career. Why is he defending R. Kelly in the first place?
That's what I was
Maybe
gonna
he's
ask.
trying to get his career going again.
By defending R. Kelly? That's the worst career move of all time. My agent told him to do that. What if he was like, so what? R. Kelly peed on a bitch. Guess what? I peed on a bitch too, and no one said anything to me. You're telling on people. Why are you telling on people? You're a horrible father for being like, yeah, my daughter lost her virginity when she was 14.
Yeah, I kind of want to. I feel like that's like a headline where you got to know the context. You got to know more context.
Yeah, you can't just like. But also, like, if you
What
find
was
that
his
out, why are you
defense?
telling other people? He had every option to not tell anyone ever.
Like finding out that his daughter lost her virginity at that age?
Yeah, like he found that out and then was just like started talking about it himself. Like it's bad enough that she said that.
Yeah, I'm glad I lost it at 17. not
Yeah,
too
that's
young.
normal. That's a normal age.
Yeah.
But like, and also it's like, is it 14 with another 14-year-old, or is it like Art? Because Art
That's why
Kelly
we
was,
need context.
yeah, she didn't say, oh, it's 14 with a grown man. So that's what R. Kelly did.
Yeah, well, I mean, if she lost her virginity to R. Kelly, that makes it even weirder.
I don't think it was to R. Kelly though. I think she just lost her virginity at 14, and she was like, "Nah, fuck R. Kelly." I don't think R. Kelly has anything to do with it. I think R. Kelly's getting dragged into their family business.
Is she starting? Is she starting a rap career?
She's a singer. She already has a career. She's like
Oh,
really
yeah.
famous right now.
Oh.
But we can move on, Jason. That's all
right.
for that one. I
Here
guess.
we go. This is from Barstool Sports. Terrence Howard went on Joe Rogan and spoke about his new periodic table, gravity being fake, and his memory from his mother's womb in an absolutely wild 3-hour podcast.
They do say the womb affects you.
Yeah, apparently.
We all want to go back to the womb, apparently.
And gravity is just a
Psychologically.
theory, so he might be based.
Yeah, gravity isn't anything. We have no idea what gravity is made
We
of.
can't quantify gravity. And that's
Yeah.
just a fact.
I'm not going to make any sort of fat jokes.
It says the best way to describe this entire podcast was that it was either a schizophrenic break or Terrence Howard is the Albert Einstein of this generation.
Which one do you think's more likely?
I would say psychotic break, more likely.
I think you're wrong. I think Terrence Howard is brilliant, and all of the scientists are lying to us.
Yeah, psychotic.
Didn't he come up with some kind of weird math thing where he said 1 × 1 = 2 or something like that?
Yeah, that is exactly what he said. He was like, "How can 1 × 1 be 1? That don't make no sense. You have two numbers. 1 × 1 is 2 because there's two numbers. There's 2 1s, so therefore you have 2 1s, so therefore the number is 2." And Joe Rogan's just like, yeah, right. That's interesting.
It would be
just
cool.
Completely taking it all at face value.
It would be cool if somebody did just like actually like prove math wrong and just shook up the entire world.
And it would be even cooler if it was the guy from fucking Empire.
Yeah.
You're telling me the fucking main character from Hustle and Flow figured out that 1 × 1 isn't 1.
And that gravity is fake.
Did anyone ever sit him down in like the 3rd grade and was like, "Terrence, now I want you to listen. When you have one of something and you have that one thing one time, look at this cup, Terrence. I have 1 cup and I have this 1 cup one time, okay? Not 2 times, not 3 times. There's not 2 or 3 cups, Terrence. It's 1 cup. Therefore, I still only have 1 cup. Do you understand, Terrence? Yes, ma'am. Gravity's fake." That's where we fucking... He's a product of his environment, I think. I don't think he went to school for very long. I think he dropped out and did 1 Iron Man movie.
Which I have heard Tony Stark say some crazy shit too. Not Tony, but Robert Downey Jr. Like,
Yeah.
have you ever heard him on a podcast?
What does he say?
He's like almost like Terrence, where he's like, I got this necklace. It's a hoop. I've had it on me, and it looks just like a little Iron Man reactor, kind of. It's just a little hoop. He's like, I had this before Iron Man, and I forget what but he's just always talking like about. He's just weird. He's just a weird guy. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah. I think all of the drugs probably melted his frontal lobe.
Oh yeah, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about drugs melting their brains recently, and it's got me a little frightened.
Yeah, stop doing drugs, bro.
Yeah.
Not regular drugs, just like, I mean, not hard drugs.
Yeah, just weed.
Mm-hmm.
What about psychedelics? You do psychedelics?
Never.
All right, that's good then. You should be in the clear if you're doing just weed. You should be all right.
I should be. Um, but sorry, somebody's knocking at my door. But yeah, sorry. Didn't mean to. I got distracted for a second.
Well, this next
No, you're
story
good.
is kind of comedy related, like not open mic, but comedy related.
Yeah, this is from Yahoo.com. Rob Schneider booted mid-set from another stage after attendees walk out. As DJ Khaled would say, another one. Comic Rob Schneider was pulled from another stage. Another stage is crazy. The fact that it's another fucking stage. This week, when his act at a fundraiser in Canada, which many found inappropriate for an event supporting a hospital, led organizers to cut him off. On Saturday, at an event called the Four Seasons Ball, a fundraiser for the Hospitals of Regina Foundation, Saturday Night Live alum Schneider was scheduled to perform a comedy set for the crowd at the annual gala. His politics-heavy comedy style, however, did not seem to match the tone of the evening. Shortly into his set, as attendees began to walk out of the event, Horn representatives asked the comic to leave the stage. Schneider complied with the request right away. And the statement that they put out is, "We do not condone, accept, endorse, or share Mr. Schneider's positions as expressed during his comedy set, and acknowledge that in this instance, the performance did not meet the expectations of our audience and our team. An unconditional apology was offered right after to our guests in our community. We reiterate this sincere and unconditional apology today for any offense caused by Mr. Schneider's recent comedy set at the Four Seasons Ball."
And here's the thing: he is known for this, like these weird, hard right wing, insane comedy sets. Like, how did they not know this when they booked him?
Yeah, this happens all the time where people just see like, oh, this guy was on SNL. He's funny. We should book him. He's funny and friendly and family friendly. And then you book fucking Chris Kattan and he shows up on 5 sleeping pills and he's fucking just like, I was on SNL one time in 1995. Like these guys have fallen hard, dude. They've fallen hard. You can't just book them and expect them to do fucking SNL skits.
Rob Schneider just sucks. He's always sucked.
Yeah.
Most of the smaller players from that generation does. Because there's no one from that generation that's just mid, right? You've got the fucking greats like Sandler and Chris Rock and Chris Farley, and then you've got fucking Kattan, Schneider, a few other ones that are just like dog shit, bottom of the barrel, can't even do stand up anymore to fucking get by.
If it wasn't for Adam Sandler, nobody would remember Rob Schneider. Like, he would not have had a career after SNL if it wasn't for Adam Sandler.
Yeah, and I bet like every time something like this happens, Adam Sandler just kind of like rubs his fucking temples. He's like, God fucking damn it, dude. How am I going to put you in Grown Ups 13 if you can't fucking keep a lid on your stupid Pizzagate bullshit? He tried to do January 6th again in Regina, Canada. He was like, we should fucking do January 6th
Schneider?
again. No, I'm riffing. I'm riffing, brother.
I could believe that if you said that.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe that'll be another headline for somebody.
All right, this
would
is
be kind of cool. I want to see Rob Schneider have a bad downfall.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Already happened. It's happened. It's happening right now.
Yeah, we're witnessing it. He's gonna come to Mobile soon. How much you want to bet?
Oh my God, Chris D'Elia was just here.
Yeah, dude.
I kind of wish I'd seen it.
Why? Like,
I just want to know what he's doing.
What's funny is like he's not doing the Louis C.K. thing. Like Louis C.K. had probably the greatest comeback of all time, where like the special that he dropped right after the Me Too thing won a fucking Grammy, and he just tackled it head on and made great jokes about it. You know, Chris D'Elia is not saying anything about trying to fuck underage girls on Snapchat. Like, how do you put that in a bit?
I think I saw a clip of him kind of doing it. He was literally just on stage going, literally complaining about, he's like, my career was taken from me. Like just actually like bald face, just ugh. It was like he's like an actual psycho, I think, which is scary.
I think he always has been, dude. I think
It's
he's
crazy that I
always
didn't
been a
see
fucking
it.
psycho.
He seemed so much more psycho after he came back. Like he seemed normal before the whole thing, kinda.
Yeah. Well, he didn't seem normal, but you thought it was like, oh, that's just like he's doing bits on podcasts
Yeah.
and shit. But it turns out he's actually just fucking crazy.
Hmm.
Well, I guess once the veil gets ripped off, it's like, why, front? Just be who you are.
Yeah. Just cry about getting canceled for trying to fuck 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
Louis
This
C.K.'s was just kind of so much. It was so much less bad.
Yeah, he asked someone to jerk off in front of him and they said yes, and he did it. And then
Is
later
that
they
actually what happened?
complained and they were like, he did that. And everyone was like, did you consent? And they were like, yeah. And they're like, oh, well, then we need to kill Louis C.K. Like, what the fuck are we doing? You said yes, you dumb whore. Just say no. Just say no, and it wouldn't have happened.
I just realized I actually don't know what the fuck happened.
Women deserve less.
God.
Read the next story, Jason.
All right. Back on track. This is also from Yahoo News. This is going to be fun. UFC 303 Alex Pereira denies Hiri Prochazka's, is that how you pronounce that?
Prohaskas.
Prohaska's request to not use magic for light heavyweight title bout. Okay, the discourse comes courtesy of light heavyweight title challenger and former champ Hiri Prohaska, who made a public challenge to Pereira ahead of their main event bout on Saturday. Specifically, he requested the Brazilian not use magic and spiritual things so they can instead fight man to man. Okay.
Yeah, dude. This guy's fucking bonkers.
And Alex responded like, "Can't do it.
Yeah, he's like,
That's
sorry,
what I
brother.
do.
All right, no
Dark magic."
no chicken bones or, and nothing like that in the ring.
Yeah, so a little bit of context for this. Yuri Prohaska, if you don't watch MMA, he's like a great fucking fighter, like former champion, really good at what he does, but he's also fucking insane. Like he had a hairstyle that was like a ponytail straight up in the air, and when someone asked him about it, he was like, "Yes, this is my antenna to the universe. The universe speaks to me through this antenna. This is how I get my warrior spirit." And before every fight, he trains his eyes. He fucking covers up an eye, stands on one leg, and like looks at an eye chart that's like past like a fucking like dummy that you punch or something.
What?
Yeah, dude, he's fucking bonkers. And when he lost this fight because Alex
To
Pereira used the
Pereira?
black message. Pereira used the black magic and he lost this fight. When he lost the fight, he's just stayed in a dark room for 2 weeks.
Okay.
He said, I have to find my warrior spirit again, and stayed in a dark room for 2 weeks with no food. And then he was like, I'm better now, and fucking came out.
I watch a lot of
Jesus.
anime, so this is just genuinely coming across as like badass to me. Like I like him a lot already.
Yeah, dude, he's a fucking great fighter and a great guy.
Yeah, there's
But
no
he
shame in losing to Piera. You know what I mean?
No, there's not. But the press conference before this last fight, he was like, "Yes, Pereira beat me in the first fight because he was using black magic. I believe this. I
I
believe that.
believe this.
I believe that in this fight, Pereira needs to not use the black magic so that we can fight as two warriors." It's like,
That's
bro, that
his
black
problem.
magic's called a left hook. You need to block it.
But if he doesn't believe in his own light magic, then he's already lost.
Yeah, he
You
needs
know
to
what I
be
mean?
practicing light magic instead of training his eyeballs.
Yeah. You guys play D&D?
I've played it before, yeah.
You seem, I don't know if it's rude to say.
Okay,
You
go
seem
ahead.
like you might enjoy D&D.
Yeah,
You
you
seem like somebody
think?
who might play it.
I've enjoyed it the couple of times I played it. It was all right.
But yeah, if you don't believe your light magic can defeat the darkness, how could you ever hope to vanquish your enemies?
Yeah, you'll
Is all
never win
I'm
the belt
saying.
again with that attitude. He needs to get back on track, bro. All right. This next one is fucking stupid, dude. Mortal Kombat player wins $565, celebrates by breaking a light fixture worth $3,000. Dialogue's boneheaded pop off may have cost him dearly.
So I'm trying to read here. What light was he at some kind of tournament?
Yeah, so he was at a Mortal Kombat 1 tournament.
Um,
And hold on, I'm trying to find like the actual meat of the
Oh, so he
article.
broke the building's light fixture.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. Whatever his reasoning, he made a fool of himself in what should have been his moment of triumph, and it could end up costing him. His prize money for the event was $565, while the event's head, Alex Jabali, has pointed out that the light he broke was worth close to $3,000.
okay. Okay, it says right after landing the killing blow on opponent rewind, he stood up, picked up his chair, and hurled it off the stage, accidentally smashing a light fixture. So
He threw his chair?
yeah,
That's kind of epic,
this
to be
kind of
honest.
reminds me of that MMA guy. I saw that video the other day where he kind of kicked the ring girl in the butt a little bit, not hard, but just kind of like tapped her. He like swung his foot up and tapped the ring girl in the butt with his foot, and ended up like getting booted out of whatever fighting thing he was in, and his entire purse went to her.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's
Yeah,
fucking
I
instant
actually,
karma.
I agree. Yeah, he definitely deserved that.
Yeah,
But
that's
this
fucked.
dude just threw his chair in his moment of spurgery, and like I've done that. I've done things like that. You know, he deserves he deserves to not be booed. He had he was feeling testosterone. Like you should celebrate that.
Yeah, but I mean, if you cause some damage, you got to cover the cost of your damage, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The last, like, the very last line of this says that he won himself a negative $2,435 prize. But so at the beginning of this article, there's been an update since I pulled this. Jabali, the CEO of this thing, tweeted that the light was able to be repaired rather than fully replaced, and an agreement was quickly reached with Dialogue to pay $365 to cover labor and parts. So he only went home with like $200 out of his prize money because he broke a $3,000 light fixture that they had to repair, which isn't as bad as fucking paying 2,000 something dollars. But still, you had every opportunity to just not fucking do that.
If the Jackass boys did it, everyone would think it's funny.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Why do they get a pass for causing mayhem?
because they
True.
Why
probably
can't
pay
they?
for everything they break.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just saying, I wish the world had more mayhem like that. You know what I mean?
More mayhem.
Mayhem like me.
Yeah.
I'm an overexcited Mortal Kombat gamer, and I
Yeah.
just threw a chair at a light fixture. You need Geico or whatever he's fucking for, Allstate, to protect you from mayhem like me.
All right, this next story is hits close to home here for the show. This is from katc.com. The Boulay administration has dropped a lawsuit against a local comedian who made a satirical social media post about a fake event. The comedian John Merrifield, who was on the show a while back and talked about this whole story, posted a response on his Facebook page. He says, after 4 years, I am officially no longer being sued by Lafayette Consolidated Government. Let's see. Boulet's spokeswoman confirmed this morning that the suit will be dropped. The clerk of court record does not reflect this dismissal as of yet.
What did he
Yeah,
do?
so we talked about this with John when he was a guest on our podcast. We covered the whole story. So he was getting sued by Lafayette Parish because he created a fake Facebook event that was titled Antifa Takes River Ranch, which is like the richest area of Lafayette. And they sent out police and all kinds of crap to River Ranch, and no one showed up, obviously, because it was a fake event. So they were trying to sue John Merrifield for the city sending out the police to react to the Facebook event that John went on the news and said was fake and a joke. And they finally dropped it. Now they're trying to charge him still the lawyer fees or whatever that they need to charge him for the initial thing. So they're trying to say that he still owes them $27,000, but the lawsuit has been dropped.
Yeah, this is a failure of police.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, this is the former mayor of Lafayette Parish's fault. What's that fucker's name? Josh Gilroy. Fuck Josh Gilroy, dude. It's his fault. Because he sent it out, and he still to this day like tries to troll John Merrifield all the time. Like he just fucking hates the guy.
Do y'all know this comedian personally?
Yeah, we do.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a buddy of ours.
Oh my God.
And he's a very gifted comedian too. He's really, really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, and Lafayette City Parish was trying to fucking I don't even know how much money they were trying to sue him for. But he wasn't even in Lafayette when he made the Facebook post. He was living in New York City at the time. So he's not even fucking anywhere connected to them. And they're just wasting resources to try to get money that he does not have.
Yeah, I saw it somewhere here. They were trying to sue him for, I think, like $75,000.
Yeah, something to that tune. Like, what makes them think that they would ever get that? He's a fucking front of house server, dude.
Because they're idiot fucking politicians. That's why.
If I were him right now, I would be trying to use this as a way to get famous.
It's worked a little bit. I mean, he is locally known. He's I'm not gonna say famous, but he is like people know him in Lafayette,
Mm.
and he
Even
hosts
more
a
so.
radio show over there now too. So
Mm.
yeah, but shout out to John, man. Fucking congratulations on getting the lawsuit dropped.
Hell yeah.
Huge deal. All right, we're gonna move on here. This is a fucking wild one, boys. 4-foot-tall dwarf beats female adult movie star in MMA fight before sparking brawl.
What?
Wait. One more time.
4-foot-tall dwarf beats female adult movie star in MMA fight before sparking brawl. Majit Sulmanov, a 4-foot-tall dwarf, fought and beat adult star Alexandra Pishkun. He also beat another woman entering the fight later on. So some other bitch was trying to get in the cage and he knocked her out. The Russian promotion's latest MMA card included this person. He is a blogger and social media personality, and he was up against the adult film star who previously fought for the promotion against a reality TV star. So she won a fight against a reality TV star already. In the newest episode of Epic Fighting Championship, Majit defeats 2 female MMA competitors. He started the match by climbing on top of his opponent, nice, and pinning her to the ground, nice. After that, the advisories exchanged many bunny punches with each other. Majit brought Priskun down to the mat for another takedown. Despite the substantial size disparity, he proceeded to knock down his opponent with ease. They go to a second round. The female fighter was yelling at Sulmanov during the exchanges. The female fighter then yanked him off a full mount before kicking him in the face. So this is the other lady that came in. She's yelling at him from the cage. She goes into the cage, pulls him off, and kicks him in the face. Sulmanov then took down his new adversary. Piskun was stuck in a 2-on-1 situation. All 3 fighters engaged in hard wrestling exchanges on the floor in the 3rd round. Nice. I think I've seen this movie before.
Uh-huh.
Sulmanov seemed to be more focused on the newcomer. Piskun attempted to join a tangle on the floor, However, the last bell rang, signaling the end of the strange encounter. The drama wasn't finished, though, when Majit was getting dragged away by 4 guys. Why? A commotion ensued in the cage. I don't know what's happening. He threw one guy to the ground before punching another, knocking him out. So the fucking dwarf has to have 4 guys pull him off, and then he just knocks one of the fucking guys out.
What is happening?
After Sumanov knocked the 2 guys out, other individuals get involved. There was almost a 10-person fight now taking place in the octagon. Majit was later pronounced to be the winner of the match. He should be the winner of fucking 5 matches, dude.
Yeah.
Pay that guy 5 more times. He knocked out 5 people, and he's 4 foot tall.
He's got that low center of gravity, man, dude. He's got some power behind that.
Yeah.
Is it fake though? It's almost too crazy.
I would
Is it
say
fixed?
I would say that it is if I didn't know enough about Russian MMA,
Oh,
but
it's
they
Russian.
do crazy shit, like 2-on-1 fights. They had a promotion for a while where these guys dressed up in full suits of armor and had swords and had an MMA fight.
That's pretty
Like,
epic.
It's
I
fucking
have
insane.
seen it. Like they just like Russian. Like, is it the one where it's like they always just start fighting in the press conferences, like full on just.
Yeah, pretty much. There's always some bullshit. There's always bullshittery happening in Russian MMA. They had a promotion for a while called X Arm, which was an arm wrestling MMA hybrid. So to win, you either won the arm wrestle, knocked out your opponent, or submitted your opponent. So there were people arm wrestling, and then one person just jumped up for an arm bar and just took their arm off the freaking pedestal.
Jesus.
It was insane.
Do you think Russia has like a good stand-up scene?
No.
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 I think all the comedians are trying to escape.
Yeah, I
You
think-
can't do stand-up in a dictatorship.
Yeah,
dude.
I think comedians get murdered in Russia is what happens.
Yeah, because like it takes one Putin joke and you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't make a Putin joke. Just joke about other things.
Like what?
Like Russians, every piece of art they make is honestly like pretty top tier for some reason. Like their music's good, their paintings are amazing. Like
Okay, I
just
think you're wrong about both of those things. I don't think you know what Russia is.
We have no bread. What is up with that?
How about the weather outside, huh?
Yeah.
It's been snowing for 45 years.
No, but communism does make good art. You guys didn't know about this? They got the ballerinas. They got like their painters are like the best in the world. A lot of them. Like I guess it's because they're forced. Like they're like, we'll murder you if you're not the best.
Right. Well, you're only allowed to do one thing, right? Like you're gonna say, I'm gonna do this fucking thing. So if you're gonna be a ballerina, you're like, I'm gonna be a ballerina. They're like, all right, well, if you're not producing enough money or quality entertainment as a ballerina, then we're gonna cut your toes off.
Yeah.
Mhm. I think that like is a good breeding ground. Like that depression, it just creates like hardcore art. You know what I mean? Like I bet their metal is like the most metal. I've never listened to it.
Russian
listen
heavy
to-
metal, I didn't know it existed.
It's gotta be the most hardcore shit.
It's gotta exist. Oh my gosh.
All right, I'm going to move on to this next story. This is a local story. Mississippi attorney accused of bringing contraband into correctional facility. A Mississippi attorney was arrested on Thursday, August 8th, for allegedly trying to introduce contraband into a correctional facility. He was charged with 2 counts of conspiracy and 3 counts of introduction of contraband to a correctional facility. He was posing as legal counsel for some Hinds County detainees and was allegedly smuggling cell phones and other contraband during visitation. And the picture of this guy just says it all. Holy crap.
Yeah, the picture is what makes it funny, dude. Describe the picture of the guy.
How would you even describe this guy? I mean, he looks like a potato with eyes and a comb over, and he's definitely wearing he's sweaty. Oh my God, he's so sweaty. And that suit.
Dude, he looks like HR Puffin stuff on crack.
Yeah,
This isn't his mugshot that you're looking at?
Yeah. But
Okay.
like this is when they arrested him at the facility, so he's like dressed in a suit and tie, pretending to be a lawyer, and he just looks like he's fucking like. First of all, he looks like he got bad Botox and like meth at the same time, like both running through his fucking face.
He's got this wild look in his eyes, like he wants to like kill you.
Yeah, this guy looks fucking insane, dude.
His bond was set at $75,000.
Ooh, he's gonna have to hire his own fucking meth head attorney.
Yeah.
That should be a sitcom, meth head attorney.
Ooh, I don't know what that noise is, but that's not
Sorry, that's my mic cord. Uh-oh.
Thought it might be mine.
Hold on, let me fix this bullshit.
But yeah, kids, don't sneak stuff into correctional facilities. That's not good stuff to do.
I don't know.
What, you got some buddies in prison that you gotta bring a file to and a cake?
If I were in prison,
Doing it.
what would think about it? Put yourself in their shoes. It's got to get in there somehow.
True. Yeah, I guess so.
I would
Do you
want to
hear
be
it when I
doing-
hold the mic like this?
No,
if I
you're
was
fine.
in prison and someone offered me like a crack pipe, I'd be like, yeah.
Might as well. I'm in prison.
All right,
This,
Jake, we got time
this
for like one or two more.
All right. This next one is a personal favorite of mine that I pulled this time around. School employee jailed for stealing $1.5 million in chicken wings.
I get it.
Chicago, a school district employee will face multiple years in prison after she stole $1.5 million worth of chicken wings. Vera Liddell, 68, was the food service director at Harvey School District in Chicago during the COVID-19 pandemic. The school district shut down in accordance with the national quarantine, but according to WGN, the district continued sending meal kits to students. Attorneys said that beginning in July of 2020, Liddell used a school cargo truck to steal the meal kits, and by February 2022, she had apparently accumulated $1.5 million in value. This is where the story gets fucking wild. Prosecutors said she was only caught when the school district realized they had gone $300,000 over their budget before the school year had even ended. According to ABC7 Chicago, Liddell was charged with theft and operating a criminal enterprise in 2023 and now taken a guilty plea and received a sentence of 9 years. But wait, there's more. Jason, read the next story.
What the next story? Hold on.
Read the next one, baby.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Hold on. Let me bring it up. NFL from People.com. NFL star Chris Jones offers to pay for $1.5 million worth of stolen chicken wings after cafeteria worker is sentenced. What a good guy.
What a good guy.
He said when the Chicago defense lawyer saw reports that an NFL star wanted to put down over $1 million of his own money to get a local cafeteria worker out of prison, he thought it was a hoax. He got a call from someone he understands represents Chris Jones confirming the Kansas City Chiefs defensive tackle's tweet in which he promised, "I'll pay for the wings that she stole to get her free." Let's see. Hold
on, I want to skip down a little bit, Jason. Can I read this part?
Yeah.
So this Representative O'Brien says that the church-going 68-year-old woman from Cook County, Illinois, who had no previous criminal record, made false orders of chicken wings, which she then resold and gambled away the proceeds. So when she got arrested, she was like, "I was just trying to help them babies and get them some more food." And then she fucking sold all the chicken wings and gambled with the money.
Here's the thing. Who is she selling them to?
Me.
Oh, bro, yeah.
What do you mean? Give me a good price. I'll take them all.
How do you move that much product? I mean, that's $1.5 million worth of chicken wings. Is a lot of fucking chicken wings.
I wonder what she's selling. Fucking like biscuits in jail or something right now. She's fucking stealing shit in prison.
I mean, where are you
Here's what
selling that much chicken? Who's buying that much chicken wings?
Dude, me.
Oh, it's a slow drip.
Me.
She steals them slowly over time and sells them to.
No, she doesn't.
No, she
it was
didn't.
$300,000 missing in 1 year.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, I assume she steals them like week by week. You know, just she takes
Yeah.
a crate, goes and sells them to Jake.
Yeah, it's like when you like get into your parents' liquor cabinet and you're like, if I drink this much, no one will notice. And then you do that every like week, and then eventually the bottle's gone, and your parents are like, we didn't drink that.
Yeah, but
But you can't stop anymore because you're addicted to
Yeah, it's your routine.
the thrill.
what does she do? She just go to the local Buffalo Wild Wings and pull up to the back door and be like, hey, I got a couple of cases of chicken wings back here for you to buy. I mean, who's going to buy that chicken?
Well, she's stealing them, right? So like she'll probably take like a pound of chicken wings, which is, however much at Walmart, let's say like $10 at Walmart, and she'll take it to the neighborhood and be like, hey, $5 for this pound of chicken wings.
Probably, I guess.
And then everyone will fucking buy it. But here's what Chris Jones said, the NFL player. He said, she's a little sweetheart that's got a gambling problem. He feels beyond terrible about this. This is totally uncharacteristic of her. It was the disease taking over.
I mean, okay. Does he know her personally? I mean, did he go to like was she his lunch lady when he was in school?
I don't know. But everything worked out for her. Because on Friday, August 9th, Liddell pleaded guilty to 1 count of felony theft of more than $1 million and was sentenced to 9 years in prison, according to the Cook County Municipal whatever. Liddell, who per the courts was given credit for the 6 days she had already spent in jail, is slated for discharge August 3rd, 2030. Oh, never mind. I read that and I thought she was getting out now. I'm sorry. She's fucked. She's not getting out.
No,
she's slated for discharge in 2030 and will be up for parole in 2029.
And she's already,
Oh.
68? I don't think she's going to make it.
She's going to die in there, dude. Chris Jones, we need your help. Get her out. Free my lady, Chris Jones.
Free the lunch lady. We need to make a
Dude.
t-shirt.
Who hears this story of being like, yeah, this lady stole $1.5 million worth of chicken wings and she was supposed to give it to needy children, but instead she took it to the casino and gambled it all away. And they're like, I'll pay for the chicken wings she stole. That's a good lady.
Why not give $1.5 million worth of chicken wings to the school district for those poor kids who didn't get their wings?
Yeah, why don't you just help the fucking kids instead of being like, this lady needs to see freedom. She didn't do anything wrong. All she did was take $300,000 worth of stolen chicken wings and a truck that wasn't hers and sold it to people so that she could gamble away the proceeds instead of giving it to the needy neighborhood children. Dude, that's a hell-worthy crime. She's going to hell. That's fucking foul, dude. You can't do that. You can't do that, dude. Those kids never got their food in the middle of COVID.
We don't know that they didn't get their food. Did it say that?
They sure didn't get $1.5 million worth of it.
All right. I mean, also, what was she stealing from a public school or a private school?
Public school
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
in Chicago.
Chicken
bro.
wing day, dude. Like I've had public school food. It's the worst, and in Chicago, it's probably worse.
And that
Why would
must
it be worse, William, in Chicago?
That's got to be a new thing, because not once in my entire history of going to school did we ever once get chicken wings.
That's what I was thinking the whole time. Like, what?
Yeah.
That's a special day.
Yeah, so they have them here now, like the school district I work for. They don't have them at my school, but at the high school they have chicken wings sometimes. But yeah, I always got just like the hamburgers that tasted like soy burger,
Yeah.
and the fucking like stuffed crust pizza day was a big deal. But that's like all that was it.
You ever skim a few burgers off the top?
No, William, why would you think I would do that?
No, I just was saying
You
like
seem like
nobody
that
would
kind
know.
of guy, Jacob. You would skim some burgers off the top.
No, I wouldn't. I barely got school lunch even because it was fucking nasty, dude. I just couldn't eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the same way. I never ate school lunch. I would just save my lunch money and just not eat during the day, and then get home after school and just completely destroy the whatever food we had in the house.
Yeah, I do the same thing. Yeah, I don't know, man. These fucking like this is literally like peak COVID too. Like the kids aren't in school because of COVID. And this lady's like, now's my time to strike.
Yeah.
While everyone's panicking, I will take all of the chicken wings. It's the perfect crime. She literally did the thing where you're like, you know, your mom buys Oreos to make something, and she's like, don't touch these Oreos. You're like, okay. Or she'll be like, these Oreos are for the whole family. Don't eat all the Oreos. Like, perfect. And then you slowly eat them like one at a time so that she doesn't notice. And then eventually the entire pack of Oreos is gone. And she's like, hey, you ate all the fucking Oreos. You just did it one day at a time instead of sitting down and doing it all at once. Like we wouldn't notice that we're missing all the Oreos.
Are people blasting the dude online? Like, does he just have like, is he one of the football players with like CTE?
Oh, they all
Probably.
got it, dude. They're all fucked. They're all fucking dumb already.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, before we get killed by some NFL stars, let's go ahead and end this podcast.
Why would he kill us, Jason? Are you saying that this man's violent? Why would this NFL player from the inner city be violent, Jason? That's racist. Why would he possibly want to?
Do we want to have
Jason?
a whole episode about CTE? Do we want to have a whole episode about that?
This is the post episode. Something.
No, we're still rolling. Don't say the N-word yet. William was rearing to go before we got started. He was like, I'm going to say it. And I was like, no, not yet.
Let's get out of here before we do something we regret. So, William, tell everybody where they can find you online or where you're going to be performing, all that good stuff.
I believe my Facebook is William Kalifeh, Kalifeh. And that is everything I got going on.
Awesome. What about you, Jacob? What you got going on?
Let's see. We had to cancel our show in Pensacola on October 3rd, unfortunately. But we are planning on coming to Mobile and coming to New Orleans soon. So look out for that. You can see me. I'll be practicing some of my bits at the Juke Joint the next couple of weeks in a row. Definitely come out there and support the local comedy scene if you haven't. You'll be able to see William there as well. And he's a fucking monster on stage, dude. And you wouldn't even think that he is because he's so humble, but he's a fucking monster up there. So come on out there and see, what the Gulf Coast comedy scene has to offer. And if you're a patron, thank you so much for supporting us and letting us do this extra episode every month. We only do this for you guys. Next month, we are going to have a very high quality production video that we are putting together. We're going to be doing a Halloween special episode next month. So if you're not a patron yet, get in there for as little as $1 a month.
Well, on that note, if you want to email us at OpenMicersPodcast@gmail.com. We're at OpenMicers.com is our website. And, of course, Linktree.com/OpenMicersPodcast takes you everywhere you need to go. All the socials, all the ways to give us money, all that good stuff. And, of course, don't forget, go to BRezCoffeeCo.com and use the code OMPodcast at checkout for 10% off your order. We love you all, and we'll see you right here next week. Love you, boys.
I'm hungry for $1.5 million worth of chicken wings.